Well, hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday, or as some people like to say, happy hump day, right?
Yes.
My name is Angela Hooper Minifield. I am one of the founders of the Black Entrepreneurs Institute. Now, if you've been following us on social media, what you may also know is we are currently in the process of conducting our first cohort of boot campers in our business boot camp. And today, I just must say, I got extra green because I am so excited. I am honored and I am privileged to have someone that I consider a friend, a sister, and even a mentor to me in so many ways. So today we have with us Kamika Creedle. Kamika, say hello to everybody.
Hello, everyone. Thank you again, Angela, for having me. I do appreciate it.
Oh, it is my pleasure. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
So, Kamika, one of the things I like to do, because I never know at what point people are going to catch us, but a
Mhm.
couple of things that I always have to do when we start our videos is share. So if
Yes.
you got your device handy, make sure your volume is down. Hey, Nadine is watching. Hey, girl.
Hey, lady.
So go ahead and do your watch party so the people that follow you on social media can know that you're on right now, right?
Yes.
So you
Thank
can
you.
come join us. So one of the things we like to do is talk a little bit about why we're here, as in why this venture, why this platform. So Kamika, could you share first just with our audience, because I know a lot of people, though, because see, I like, know, and love you, but a lot of people don't know who you are. So
Mhm.
tell us who you are and why you do what you do.
Well, again, my name is Kamika Credo. I'm the CEO of Credo Consulting, and also I'm an executive director of Evolve Youth. And what I personally do is I partner with youth servant organizations and parents to prepare their youth to be college, career, and citizenship ready. And I accomplish this by hosting seminars, workshops, and trainings. But now we had to pivot, so everything is virtual now,
Uh-huh.
so that they can be educated, inspired, and equipped with tools and strategies for one to improve their communication. We all can need that.
Mm-hmm.
Increase productivity and reduce stress and conflict in relationships. So I
Mm-hmm.
love partnering with organizations and school districts, parents to help families to be on one, common, I guess, accord,
Mm-hmm.
and build harmony within their household.
I
So I'm
like
excited
that.
about it. Hmm.
Well, but you said something I don't know that I've ever heard before, even though I've known you for a minute. So can we do just a little rewind?
Hmm.
You said college, career, and citizenship for the youth.
Yes. Hmm.
I first let me just say I love that. I love that, and I need to start seeing that plastered everywhere. Did everybody get that? College, career, and
Hmm.
citizenship. Can you speak into how that even came into fruition?
Well, when I was working with the school district about a few years ago, and I'm still currently working with them now, I came across a lot of students, especially seniors, just talking to them, and they were at a point in their life, they're about to graduate in a few more months, and they did not know what they wanted to do. They didn't know if they were going to career. They didn't want to know if they were going to a college, but at the same time, they had to be upstanding citizens. And when I was talking to my daughter, that's one of the criteria when they're in middle school is they're graded on their citizenship, how
Okay.
you act towards others, how you your values, your morals, and how you are as a person. So as upright citizens in the United States, we got to make sure that we upholding those values that we do have. So when the students go out into the world, that they're ready and they are equipped to know who they are and whose they are and show up where they're at. So they have to be great, upstanding citizens and be college and career ready.
College and career ready. I love that.
Thank you.
Look, I'm taking notes, girl. Okay. So if I'm hearing you correctly too, Kamika, you have two separate entities.
Correct.
Okay. So take us through the first one, Credo Consulting.
Yes. So that's partnering with school districts, youth serving organizations such as nonprofits, and then also parents and families. So that's one of the aspects from Credo Consulting. And then I have my nonprofit, which is called Evolve Youth.
Okay.
And what we do there is transforming the now generation into difference makers by inspiring, impacting, and influencing teens to live a life beyond their potential, from success to a life of significance.
I love it. I love it. Influencing, impacting, and what was the other I?
Inspiring.
Inspiring, girl. You look, okay? Look. Is everybody else taking notes? Because I need to be typing in the chat, but I'm literally taking notes. I need you to see this. Angela is taking notes, okay?
Thank you, Angela.
So Kamika, one of the things that, I'm sure if you've been watching the news, and of course you probably are more astute and more aware of this than even I am, that due to COVID-19, so many young people are having a difficulty adjusting. Just today, I was speaking to a lady in my BNI chapter, and she was saying to me that right now they can't even get the 17-year-old to talk to them. Like, he's stressed, trying to take his AP exams, just so much chaos that he won't even have the college conversation. And she's like, I want to connect with him, and I really don't know how. So as a person who works with not only young people, but the people who serve them, their parents and their teachers, what type of programs or offerings are going to be available? Because I know this is a cry that a lot of parents have right now.
Absolutely. The one key thing right now is that parents and families have to understand with those students is that social and emotional aspect of the youth. I know I have a daughter, she's in 8th grade, but she was looking forward to her moving up ceremony. And she saw that a lot of the seniors had that same, I guess, aspect of moving up, into the world. And that felt like that was taken from them. And so that disappointment that they do have, but it's understanding from a parent that we have to be on their level and and we have to empathize and sympathize with them. And I always look at it as the feel, felt, and found method. So we got to understand and feel how they're feeling. Not just to say, oh, it's going to be okay. You didn't get to go to prom, or you didn't, get to graduate. But that's a monumental achievement in life, is to graduate from high school. You see your family there, but from a parent perspective, you want to make sure that you empathize and that you sympathize with them. You want to understand and feel how they're feeling, and give them a situation where you had to overcome a feeling of disappointment, and so they can understand that you do care, although you may not relate to the aspect of, we didn't be able to graduate. I know I graduated in 2000. It was looking forward to, my class reunion 20th, but it was canceled. So it's just how to overcome and adjust that aspect to know it's going to be okay. What can I do to help you right now? Do I need to sit down with you and to really listen? There's a difference between I hear you and I'm listening to you. And also you want to make sure that there are, resources out there. As parents, sometimes we can't meet every need of our child, so we have to look elsewhere as counselors. If that particular parent is having that issue, maybe she can reach out to the school counselor at her son's school and just to let them know of the situation, because if her son's not talking to her as a parent, then maybe he may open up to the counselor, and then they can start that process to understand and layer those issues and maybe evolving, because we don't want it to get any worse than what it is, but just understanding that there is hope at the end of this. And I know a lot of schools are now transitioning to have certain graduations, but it's just being patient with your child through this and let them know you can overcome this. I'm here to listen to you if you have any concerns.
I like that. And so one of the things that came up in the conversation today too, and this person is actually in real estate, so their company does a lot of behavioral assessments just by virtue of their beliefs as well. So if I heard you correctly, some of the work that you do with young people is actually with behavioral assessments. And
absolutely.
So could you talk a little bit about how you would be able to help a parent right now who cannot figure out why they cannot communicate or connect with their child, or why everything they say seems to be the wrong thing. What kind of services does your business offer for parents who need this kind of help?
Well, currently, right now, we do offer guided courses and curriculum and behavioral assessments. And with those behavioral assessments, they help the parent and the child to understand and communicate and connect better, and being on one accord where the parent and also the student can understand their strengths, what their natural limitations are, what their greatest fears are, and also their motivators, in reference to a lot of times as parents, we want to know what our love language is.
Right.
It's actually helping to understand their child, because as parents, we didn't get a manual for our kids. I know I didn't. I know you didn't get a manual.
But I'm still looking in the box. I'm checking, like, where's the manual?
Right.
24 years in and still don't know what I'm doing.
I'm with you. And, with prayer as well always helps. But with those behavioral assessments, it'll take about maybe 15 to 20 minutes. And with that guided discussion that I have debriefs with the parents and the students to understand more so of where they're at now to where they want to be, and actually having a personal growth development plan, especially for students now that are graduating. Like you said, they want to go into a, college or in a career aspect, but sometimes they have to see that vision for themselves.
Yeah.
And so with this particular assessment, it actually helps them to see who they truly are. A lot of times in my whole entire family, my husband has conducted the assessment, my daughter has. And as a parent, it really helped me to understand my child better, because when we went through the assessment and she was going through answering the questions, I kind of was helping her to answer them. And she was like, no, mommy, that's not me. But when the results came back, I said, wow, it was an eye opener for me to understand out of the 14 years that I've been parenting you, I may have not been doing it the right way.
Yeah.
And it was a check for myself to understand. Now I understand you better. Now I can know why you just so lovey-dovey. And I'm just like, okay, it's a little too much. But she needs that. She's like an S and an I. She loves relationships. She loves being around people. She's very nurturing and caring. And at the same time, I had to understand when she needs that, I have to give that to her. And her greatest fear is making sure that you don't shut her out. She does not like rejection. If she comes up with the idea, that's great. How'd you come up with that? Implement that idea. Never shun your children about that. So it's just that learning process. And with my husband, we're total opposite. So he's more so, I need to recharge to myself. I'm more so like, hey, how's your day? How's everything going? And he's like, let me get in the door first, Kamika. But once we kind of understand that, we can build that harmony within our household. And I was talking to a group of parents the other day, and when we were growing up, we had CDs and cassettes and soundtracks, right? And so I asked them, what soundtrack is playing in your home? If you think about it, everyone is probably in different rooms, different areas of the house, but are you building harmony and balance within your household? And with these assessments, that can really help in tune and bring the family back together at this particular time to help reduce that stress, and open up areas and ways to communicate better and connect.
That is awesome. That's awesome. Look, I'm all in. Can I bring my 24-year-old? So I know, and everybody else may not know, you live in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
So people may be wondering, do I have to live in Virginia in order to work with you and be a part of this program? Or are you working with people no matter where they are located?
I'm working with people no matter where they're located. I had a conversation with a mother the other day that lived in Guatemala, and she had a couple of questions. So like you said, now we're virtual. We had to pivot. So everything is online, which I love that. I'm a people person, so I love to be around people. But at this, in this grand scheme of things, we have to adjust. Okay. And I'm glad about the aspect of virtual now that we can open up from a global perspective to reach families.
So where can people find you? If somebody is listening today, whether they watch this video on replay, following a watch party, they follow the Black Entrepreneurs Institute,
Mhm.
where can they find Kamika and Credo Consulting and Evolve Youth in order to either partake of some of your programs with your young people or just to grow themselves?
Well, definitely my email, which is my first and last name, is kamikacredo@gmail.com. Also on my business page, which is my first and last name again, Kamika Credo, which is a speaker, trainer, and teacher on my business page. And then also on my personal page,
Okay.
Kamika Credo. So there's different ways that you can reach me by email or by social media.
That's awesome. So now one of the things that we've asked most of the people that we've introduced and brought on is talk a little bit about why you made the decision or how this choice has gone for you of being able to be a part of the cohort and the boot camp of the Black Entrepreneurs Institute. What would be your one big aha or takeaway for you so far?
Wow, you only limited me to one. So
okay, give us two.
For one, I've been following you all, the founders, for the last, almost 4 years now. And I just saw the exponential growth within you all personally and professionally. And since the beginning of this year, my prayer has always been for God to place the right people at the right time within my life to help me to perfect my business. Because sometimes when we're working our business by ourselves per se, we may not have a solid foundation. And the one thing that I can truly say about the BEI and the founders, that they have laid a solid foundation. And they basically have paved the way for us. And sometimes we just say walk into those footsteps. It's already paved out. But at the same time, we got to do the work.
Yes.
And that's the one thing that I have taken so far in the last few weeks is y'all can give us all the content, all the curriculum, all the calls. But at the end of the day, if we don't show up, first of all, and take action and implement and execute, it's not going to happen. So I just commend each and every one of you all because y'all have put fire under my behind to actually, execute and actually get out there and implement. So that's one of the things that I would say is doing the work. And every course, every week is just compounding and building on. So I'm just excited for the next 4 weeks and beyond.
Yeah, I am too. I feel totally blessed to not only work with the other co-founders, but to work with you guys. You all are good for us too. It is definitely, as the saying goes, a match made in heaven, right?
Right.
So before we go, because I don't want to hold you too long in your day, because I know you got some big things you're working on today. If there's a young person that might see this video and or, a parent or just someone who may be looking for something to get them on the right track. I know you had mentioned earlier that you were about to start on Saturdays, if I remember correctly, the Relationship Family Series. So why should people, and first tell us where they can find this, and then how will this help them or take them closer to where they want to be?
Absolutely. Well, thank you for that and the opportunity. So starting on June 6th, so every Saturday in June is going to be a 4-part series, and it's going to be Relationship and Family Matters series. So we're going to talk about relationship matters, family matters, in reference to understanding the concept of family that could be based on our values, our morals, and also laying a solid foundation. Like I said, building that harmony within our household. But definitely we'll go through from a personality, behavioral style perspective, as I mentioned earlier, is how we can get on the same accord and learn from each other. But it starts with ourselves. So in reference to understanding who we are, so we can understand better to articulate and to communicate with others within our household. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to start on June 6th. So you will probably start seeing some marketing on Facebook. And the time will be 10 a.m. Eastern. So it'll be from 10 to 12.
So Saturday mornings, every Saturday in June, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
Location.
It will be through Zoom, so virtually.
Okay.
So once they register, they will get that Zoom link. Absolutely.
Okay. So is registration already open?
Registration will open on Friday.
All right. So for those of you who are connected to this video through the Black Entrepreneurs Institute, we will have that link, the registration link posted, so that you can either share it with those who you want to also include and or register yourself so that you can attend the Family and Relationship Matters series with Kamika Credo of Credo Consulting and Evolve Youth.
Yes.
I am so excited. I cannot wait to see what happens over the next month. This is so exciting.
Yes, I'm excited to add value and transform, lives and families. So thank you again, Angela, for this opportunity. I really, really do appreciate it.
Oh, it's been my pleasure. It's been my pleasure. So everyone, thanks for watching. Again, share the video, tell a friend, because here's what we know. We can be naive if we want to and believe that people don't need assistance, but there's a reason why the knowledge-based industry is growing every day. And there's some people who are very fine with recorded teachings, and I like those as well sometimes too, but there's something to be said for the touch. And the touch is, Kamika, beginning on Saturday mornings at 9 Eastern, right? You just say 9.
10 Eastern.
10 Eastern, 9 Central, my bad.
Yes.
We'll be providing you with that opportunity. So definitely register. Is this free?
Yes, it will be complimentary.
Complimentary. I'm sorry. Yes, we don't like to say complimentary around here. So complimentary. So register, join, and make sure you look for Kamika on her business page or personal page, or you can email her at kamikacredo@gmail. Is it dot again?
Yeah, .com. Yes.
Is it Kamika.Credo or just Kamika Credo?
Kamika Credo at Gmail.
Gmail.com. We'll also put that in the comments because, again, we want you to be able to reach her. Take care, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
And we'll talk to you soon. Great job, Kamika.
Thank you.